Right, live video time. Let's see if we get how many people we get. This bit's always the weird bit because I'm always amazed that I've even managed to actually go online. Look how slick this is today. What's going on? Strange. Well, we've got one viewer already. Right, as always, start with the comments and then we can have a chat. 3 people. Who've we got? I'm going to say hello here. I'm going to type. Who've we got? Jane's here. Hello, Jane. How are you? You good? Where are you from? Where are you? This is what I always like. Is I don't even know where anyone is, and then it's like, my God, you're in Spain or the moon. Any viewers? Anyone from the moon? That'd be quite something, wouldn't it? Here we go. Here we go. Boom. Right, we've got Melbourne, Australia. Cheryl, you're on here before. And Janie Doherty, Burton and Kendall, Jane. Oh, nice. 16 viewers so far. Right, I'm not going to start doing much until a few more. See how we get. I'm going to be doing the usual, which is this, which is kind of rambling nonsense, but it works. You enjoying the... It looks like I'm doing this launch from Tuscany. I'm not. But yeah, I'm going to do the usual thing. I'm going to do this, which is just saying hello and la 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 la. I'll then do the snack thing. Always do a snack thing. Always. It's a different one today. A Somerset based one, which I will be using in a certain book. And then I will reveal a book because I have this. Look, oh, parcel. The parcel, which is always cool. And then I will do a bit of reading. After that, we can do a bit of a Q&A because people usually have questions, and I will do my best to answer them. And that'll be that. So it won't keep me too long. Half an hour, 40 minutes, the usual thing. Let's see what other comments we've got. Where am I? I know, yeah, you see, I knew you were going to start wondering where on earth I am. South Wales, we've got Durham City, South Wales, Bath and Somerset. Hello, Catherine, you're not far away from me. Sunny Glasgow, Braunton in Devon, Northumberland, en route home from Northumberland. Sunny Farnham in Surrey, Reno. Wow. How's that possible? Anyway, where am I? I'm just over the... Well, I'm quite near where I actually live. I've been staying in an Airbnb for quite a few months. Did I do my last launch from an Airbnb? I think I did, didn't I? But this is one just slightly near it. Because my house has been done up and I will be moving back in on Monday, which is quite exciting. It's not finished yet, which isn't the best, but it's looking lush. So I'm quite excited about that. So yeah, I decided to do... Oh, it's beautiful weather here. So I decided, why not sit outside and do the launch in a weird accent? So I even... Look at this, I have this... It's so sunny, I have to put that up. Madness. How are we up to? We're up to 35 views. That's pretty good. It's a Saturday afternoon. We've got Georgia, Florida. So Kelly's from Florida. We've got Ivanhoe Pocket, Queensland, Australia. It's just so weird. It never ceases to baffle my mind that I have people this far and wide. It's amazing. Just through some nonsense that I wrote. It's not nonsense, is it? Harry's not nonsense. He's brilliant. Yeah, I feel extraordinarily lucky, really, to have people all over the world tuning in to this. Me with a rather nice... Look at the pointing on that brick wall. Lush. But yeah, glass of water. Here we are. So yeah, today is the day before the official day that the next Harry Grimm book comes out, which is Ashes of Betrayal. Obviously I put the paperback up a couple of days early so you could order it in time, but I did that a bit too early, but hey ho. And I will make sure I plan it better for next time, so from this point forward, fingers crossed, everything should come out properly on time. So the paperback will be out a couple of days before, and the ebook and the audiobook will come out at the same time. So the audiobook will be out tomorrow at the same time. It got launched a bit too early because I was so used to them delaying that I put it up as I usually would, thinking it might be out in time or not. And of course, it was out like within hours, which has never happened before. So that's brilliant, but it was also annoying. But anyway, some of you got to listen to it early, and you were all very good, and you kept nice and quiet. Didn't tell anyone what was anything. No spoilers. That was good. I know some of you have got the paperback already. I have, but I haven't actually opened the parcel. The picture I posted was from a mate of mine who had got it early, and he sent me a picture of it. Always think as the author I should get the first copy. Apparently not. So, what should we do first? I've done the hello. This is the hello, obviously. Me nattering, basically, to you. It's either Mousetrap or Reveal a Book. I'm not sure. Oh, we've got New York, Bristol, Durham, Goldburg in New South Wales. Yes, good. Cheryl, can't wait to download. Good. South Carolina, Milton Keynes, Yorkshire. Everything's better in Yorkshire. Inverness, Yorkshire, Highland and Near Inverness, Canberra. Is that it? Yeah. Sunny Leeds, rainy Blackpool. Is it rainy in Blackpool? Haven't been to Blackpool for 30 years. Need to go back, I think. Wife in her pocket, Queensland, Australia. So, all right, Punta Gorda, Florida. Right. And Pennsylvania. Okay. Delaware. Newcastle, Delaware. What should we do? I'm a bit too excited about this. So, right. I'm going to open this and then we'll do the snack. So, this is always cool. I like this bit. Here we go. Dun, 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 dun. Excitement time. Here we go. There we are. Look at that. Hey, that'll do, won't it? That looks all right. I mean, of course it does. Why should I be surprised? I think I need slightly higher definition on the old... the cover could do with a bit more tweaking. But yeah, look, there we go. Oh, I've got to smell a new book. What is that? Even if it's an old book that you bought second hand, must smell the book. It's paper, isn't it? Lovely. There we go. Ashes of Betrayal. Book 18 in 4 years. That's not bad going, is it? 18 novels. Happy with that? I'm going to see if I can keep going with this kind of pace. Obviously, I've got a new series coming out, and which means this year I've actually got 5 books coming out, but I'll probably go back to 4 books next year. Just see what a mess I'm in by then. There we go. Oh, yes, oh yeah, look at that. Ooh, special effects. I don't know why I did that. There we go. Dave needs to get out more, I think. Always, I do some snack thing just because it's something that I started. I'm not doing a Yorkshire one today. Not doing Yorkshire. As we know all know, Gordy, who is the DI in the series, who is a small character at the beginning, and grows and becomes, very key to it. But I always liked that she was just around doing her thing. As you know, she comes to Somerset, and the first book of her series is out at the end of this September, and then the next one is out just before Christmas, if not a bit earlier than that. We'll see. So I thought we'd do a Gordy snack. Now, it's not a snack that Gordy has, but it's a snack that she may well be introduced to, courtesy of one of the other characters. Now, this snack I experienced for myself a few weeks ago when I went on a bit of a Somerset tour. I went on a travel. I went around to Glastonbury, got some ideas there, and that's been integrated into the new Gordy series. And I ended up in a little village called Evercreech. Look it up on the map. Evercreech. It's about this big. And I went to the pub there called the Bell. I used to live in Evercreech. I used to go to the Bell. Lovely little place. Very, very friendly. And ordered a pint of beer. And I looked at the snacks. Thought, I'm going to have a snack. Can't have a beer without a snack. And there was something called a mousetrap. And I posted a little video about this on YouTube, so some of you may not, or was it Instagram or both? Who knows? 'Tis a mystery. So I thought I'd do it again, because I was just so stunned by it. A mousetrap. I was like, it wasn't even a price. I still don't know what I paid for it. I was like, what is a mousetrap? And so she told me, the bar lass. She said, it's a packet of crisps, a lump of cheese, and a pickled onion. And apparently, this is a mousetrap. I've not heard of it anywhere else. I've asked in some other local pubs, have you ever heard of a mousetrap? No. But this pub, the Bell, I'm going to have to try and research, find out about more, because it's really important. Very important. We find out where the mousetrap is from. I mean, it can't just be localised to the point where it's in one pub in one village and it's called the mousetrap. It must be bigger than that. If it isn't, let us ensure that it becomes bigger. So, we have here posh crisps, because I am incredibly posh. Yeah. Crisps, and this is how it was served, because you can have any crisp you want, but I won't do this. Cheese. And pickled onions. Here we go. Yeah, nice big pickled onion out. Come here, you. It's thrilling viewing, isn't it? We know how to live, us grim people. Pickled onion. It's just brilliant. In it goes. There you go. Pickled onion, cheese, and crisps. Now I'm not having it with beer today because it's Somerset. And I'm thinking, you know, Gordy would probably have it with something like this. Bit of Westerns. God, I love a bit of cider. I do like my cider. So here we are. Here's to Ashes of Betrayal with a mousetrap and a glass of cider. Blinking marvellous. So, here we go. Om, nom, 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 nom. You don't need the sound effects, I know. Yeah. Mousetrap, mousetrap. Onion. That's a great pub snack. That's brilliant. Genius. Who else we got? So I hope that was thrilling viewing. Pickled egg and a bag of crisps. Yeah, absolutely. It's always... That's why I was so intrigued. So that's Elaine saying... sorry, no, it's Lynn. Pickled egg and a bag of crisps. You see, that's what I'm used to. Pickled egg and a bag of crisps. Or the pub I used to go to in Suffolk, it'd be a pickled egg in a bun case. Because she didn't know how to serve it, so I suggested bun cases. Came back in, she had bun cases. And that was 25 years ago. It was longer than that, 28 years ago. And to this day, that pub still has pickled eggs in bun cases. Madness. So yeah, it's got all that. Another drink. 53 viewers. We're doing well, everyone. Now, this is where I read. Now, I am not Aubrey. Arguably, I'm not the best reader. But it's my book, so I'm going to read from it. Simple as that. Usually takes about 5 minutes-ish, does it? I don't know. And I always try and pick a bit that doesn't give any of the main story away, because that's not fair. You've had an extract anyway, I think. Yes, what do you mean you think? I should know, shouldn't I? I sent it. So yeah, some of you don't read it, some of you do. I think that was the first chapter, which is, fun. And this is from a little bit later. Now, if you've been following it, you'll know that, Harry's been moving house, all this kind of stuff. So this is Harry enjoying the joys of moving house. Now, I'm obviously doing this quite a lot at the minute, so I'm kind of living out of boxes and bags, and I'm between two houses, and I have been for 6 months, which isn't much fun, but it's been okay. I've moved. We've all moved various places. So I understand, we all understand the frustrations, but this is Harry. So let's see what happens. It's Harry and Grace and a few others in his little house in Gale. Packing up to move on. Are we all sitting comfortably? Are we? I hope so. Because I am, because it's absolutely lush here today. Oh, hello. They serve pickled eggs in a bun case. There we go. In the ship at sea houses. Now, Lynn, I'm wondering if that's where I got it from. My mate lives up that way. I wonder if I saw it there. Yeah. Let's forget about the pickled onions and pickled eggs for the moment. I have things to read. So, get yourself a drink. Sit down. Pretend this is someone considerably better at reading than me. Aubrey mainly, when I sound nothing like him, because the man's brilliant. I shall begin. Harry was very close to concluding that the best way to pack everything up for a house move was to pile it all up and set it on fire. Half of what he'd packed so far he had not actually looked at since moving to the Dales, and the rest of it he had little interest in keeping. He wasn't big on possessions, and packing to move house was only strengthening that viewpoint. And yet here he was, kneeling on the floor of his bedroom and stuffing it all into a range of different-sized boxes to take with him to the new house. The new house. It wasn't all that long ago that Harry had moved into the first house he'd ever owned, a lovely little cottage in Gale, overlooking the beck. He'd seen that ancient waterway, dry to nothing but a trickle over the summer, turn into a raging torrent in autumn, and even freeze over in winter. That he was already preparing himself to say goodbye to it seemed a little ridiculous, but then he'd learned since arriving in Wensleydale that life had a habit of throwing him curveballs. A soft huff caused Harry to pause the packing as a wet black nose appeared next to his face and pushed gently against his cheek. "You bored then, Smudge?" Harry asked, giving his dog a scratch on her head. Smudge wagged her tail, then leaned in for a cuddle. "You're a soft idiot, you know that, don't you?" Harry said, stroking the thick black hair on Smudge's back. "Talking to yourself again, then?" The voice had come from the bedroom door. Harry turned to see Grace smiling down at him. "What time's it?" he asked. "Just gone midnight," Grace said. "Dad's asleep on the sofa and Ben's just about to finish in the kitchen." "How is he?" Harry asked. "Ben?" "Quiet," said Grace. "Something up?" Harry wasn't sure. "Liz is away," he said. "He's probably just missing her then," Grace suggested. "When is she back?" "Well, not till Saturday," said Harry. "She's away at a hen-do, I think, though how a hen-do can last a full week I don't know. What's wrong with just going out for one night?" "Where is she then?" Grace asked. "Some spa hotel somewhere," said Harry. "Abroad, I think." "Ooh, posh," said Grace. "Never been to a spa. Would love to go, though." "Well, I bloody well wouldn't," Harry grumbled, shuddering at the thought of someone giving him a massage. "Not a fan?" "Never have been," Harry said. "Aim to keep it that way, too. Can't see myself enjoying it." "You never know." "Oh, I think I do." Harry could imagine few things worse than spending time in a hotel dedicated to walking around in dressing gowns, massages and weirdly exotic aromas, all under the guise of health and well-being. "Well, I'd best cancel then," said Grace. Harry narrowed his eyes. "Not funny." "How are you doing up here?" Grace asked, laughing at Harry's response. Harry stood up and glanced around the room. The bed was in pieces and stacked in a corner, the mattress leaning up against a wall. A collection of boxes stood to the side, and Harry couldn't really remember what some of them even contained. The chest of drawers was where it had always been, except that it was now empty, the drawers tied securely so that they wouldn't fall out when it came to carrying it downstairs and out of the house. "I'm just about done," said Harry. "Well, that's the whole house packed then," said Grace. "Hasn't taken long, has it?" "I travel light," Harry said. "It's not exactly a huge rambling property with dozens of rooms to sort. Even so, for the life of me, I've no idea how I've managed to accumulate even half of what we've packed up." Grace came over and slipped an arm around Harry's waist and gave it a squeeze. "Still looking forward to it? The move, I mean." "The move, no," said Harry. "Getting into the house, very much so." "Same," said Grace, squeezing Harry a little. "You'll miss this place, though." Harry thought about that for a moment. On the one hand, he would, because it was the first place he'd ever owned. But on the other, it was just a house, and it was who was in it that made it a home. Smudge had, quite to Harry's surprise, been an essential ingredient. Then Grace had come along, and he knew that together was better because it just was. Not that he had a problem with being on his own, quite the opposite really, but he knew that there was only so much of him he could bear. Smudge and Grace, they brought out the best in him, and had somehow managed to help him realise that life wasn't all darkness and shadows and shades of grey, but a wonderful thing bursting with colour, even if some of that colour was his own occasionally very bad language. "Well, it's been fun," Harry said. "Love this little place, but it'll be nice to be somewhere bigger, won't it? Getting a little weary of banging into things all the time." "And by things, you mean the walls, the doors, the cupboards?" "Everything," Harry smiled. Pulling himself free of Grace, Harry sealed the box he had just finished packing, then carried it over to the others. "Guarantee I'll unpack this lot in the new place and want to get rid of half of it." "Well, there's not really very much, is there?" said Grace, looking at the boxes. "Well, and what there is, I'm not sure it's worth the keeping." added Harry. A couple of minutes later, and now downstairs, Harry popped his head around the lounge door to see Grace's dad, Arthur, happily snoring away. Smudge padded into the room and lay herself down by Grace's dog, Jess. They both wagged their tails and shuffled in close to share their warmth. "He didn't have to come over, you know," Harry said. "There was no stopping him," said Grace. "He insisted, and you know what my dad's like." "I do," said Harry. "Stubborn, like his daughter." "Says the pot to the kettle," said Grace. "Anyway, you say stubborn, I say strong-willed." Harry smiled. "Wouldn't have you any other way." There you go. 1,000 words, read badly by me. For some reason I started attempting a Harry voice. I didn't do Northern. I've no idea why. Sorry about that. Just happened. Suddenly I was Harry, but not in a good way. Just Harry. Sounded a bit more like a dodgy pirate off a Disney movie. Anyway. So yeah, that was... What chapter was it? I think it's chapter 4. No. It's chapter 3. There you go, just read a bit of chapter 3 for you. Hope you enjoyed it. I did. What that needs is this. Right then. This is where I scroll down and I see if there are any questions. Anything we want to talk about. Right, here we go. I'm going to go scroll back a bit. Right, good morning, storm swept North Dakota. The cider will taste weird after the pickled onion, says Kerry. Let me just see. Pickled onion. Nope. Made for each other. That's that solved. Very scientific. Cheryl's still in bed. It's after 11 p.m. Noodle's not here. She's away doing noodly things. So, there you go. That's that. Elizabeth Wilburn. She's saying, perfect gift from hubby last week. He brought back a Cockett's pork pie, fruitcake and Wensleydale cheese. Deliciousness overload. Yeah, I'd agree with that. I mean, the fruitcake is very good. The cheese is very good. The pork pies are brilliant. It's all brilliant. In fact, the fruitcake's brilliant. The pork pie is brilliant. And the cheese is brilliant. It's all brilliant. In fact, stock up on the brilliant things from Cockett's. All of you. Get on the internet. Order them. Get them to your house. Be rude not to. Flood them with orders. Make them run off their feet. Because they deserve to be. Because their food's so blooming good. Right, we've got Chris from Sydney. Only got 8 more books to go till I read this one. I love how all the books can relate to life that we can relate to. Oh, that's very kind, Chris. Thank you. I mean, hopefully not the murder side of things, but I do try and make sure that they're sort of real people doing real things in sort of strangely extraordinary circumstances, I suppose. We've got Kellyanne. Perfect reading. Thank you, Kelly. It's very kind. Bit of a lie, but thank you. I sound like Hagrid. Who said that? Janie Doherty. All right there, Harry. Do something. Oh dear God, I sound like Hagrid. Never mind. That's not a bad thing. Same accent, isn't it? What else have we got? Any thoughts on a Grimm movie or series? It would be brilliant. That's okay. That's Bobby Pinnell Hodges. Any thoughts on a Grimm movie? Or series? Well, yes, it'd be lovely, but it's not in my control, as it were, to be able to do that. We have been approached, but that's as far as it ever gets. I have an agent who can deal with that side of things. So if something happens, it would be amazing. But it's not the be-all and end-all, is it? You know, I love doing what I do. I'm very lucky. I'm lucky to share this world that I seem to have created and with you people. I'm lucky to be able to actually be able to write and enjoy what I do. It's amazing. So it would be brilliant, but I'm not going to worry too much. What else have we got? We've got... Is it a crossover with DCI Logan? That's Al Isaac asking the question. Now, I'm going to say nothing, but there might be a cameo. So there you go. Something to look forward to. Might be a cameo in this one. Why would you think that? I'm trying to think. What gives... Is that because... that's because I've said Scotland. There we go. So yes. Missing another body linked to the case turns up in Scotland. Yeah, well, who could be in that? Who knows? Something to look forward to. If you don't know what I'm talking about, DCI Logan is a series written by the slightly irritating and stinky, awful human being that is J.D. Kirk. I mean, he's all right, but yeah. So we do sort of share the same universe and messages now and again. So yeah, there we go. Right, Robert Ironshire's not as appealing as cheesecake and a great pint of Theakston's best. Oh, you see, you need to try both, Robert. Don't just diss it. This is amazing. Try this. Brilliant. A mousetrap and a cider. There'll be more of that with the new Geordie series, that's for sure. Julie Pike is saying, I must admit we always have Wednesday with our fruitcake, but now everything I think of, but every time I think of Harry, well, fair enough. Fruitcake and cheese, it's just brilliant. Cockett sausages, right, this is Marge. She's saying Cockett sausages are the best, and we've just polished off some of your fat rascals. Oh, they're good. Now the sausages, you need to, Cockett's Rockets, they're fantastic. I've got some of those in the freezer. Maureen's love Harry. Almost finished rereading previous ones. Ready for this one. Your reading was fine. Thank you. Watching you now. Noting I need... What do you need? Where are we? Noting I need to get online. Yes, come on, order food. In fact, I think this is what we should all do. When the book comes out, you should be ordering Cockett's cake. I wonder if we could sort something out. But you should definitely be reading the book and eating Cockett's cake. That's what should happen. That should be a global thing. I've said it. So therefore, it is true and it must be a thing. Everyone who's buying this book, get on the line, how old am I? Get on the line and use the interweb and order Cockett's cake with immediate effect. Make Louise and Dave have a massive panic going, how do we do this? Get those orders in. Where are we? What else? Is there anything else here? Everyday life, that's very nice. Logan, yeah, Logan and Grimm. It's just one of the people have said, will you ever write a shared book? Yeah, we've planned it. It might happen, although trying to get us. So it'd be myself, J.D. Kirk, and Alex Smith, another author that a lot of you read. We're in touch all the time, every day, all the time. But we just can't get ourselves together to write a book together. It's hard enough to try to get us to meet up. We're dreadful people. DCI Harry popped up in the last DCI Logan book. He did. Which one was that? Has he popped up in 2 now? I don't know. I need to have a word with Harry. He's obviously buggering off doing stuff without telling me. Bit weird. He should do a global Zoom meeting with cake and cheese. Well, that's kind of what this is, Al. That's Al Isaac. So you need to sort yourself next time. Get yourself on here with cake and cheese, and we can all have a cake and cheese fest online. Very important. Lynn still can't get her head around fruit, cake and cheese. Just try it. That's the way you get your head around it. You just try it. Give it a go. There's my advice. Which is, not the best advice ever, obviously, but there we are. So, I think we're done, aren't we? There you go. It's a nice half hour for you. Half hour of this. Look at that. I put a nice shirt on and everything. Sunny day, on a special authoring. That one. It's cool, isn't it? There's some special effect. I should not be allowed out. I've only had a sip of this. Yeah. Tomorrow, everyone. I really hope you enjoy it. Get those reviews up on Amazon. Tell people how awesome it is, assuming you'd like it. I'm amazed that I'm able to still come up with the stories and that you still enjoy them. In fact, that's what amazes me more, really, to be honest, that you still enjoy them. I'm massively grateful. I can't believe that it's 4 years ago, July. So it was July 2020 that Harry Grimm, the first book, Grimm Up North, good title, came out. 4 years. And in that time, I'm now on book 18. I really can't believe it. I feel very lucky, very blessed. And it's you folks that I have to thank for it, really. Well, not really. It's literally you folk. It's changed my life. I love what I do. I aim to keep doing it for a very long time. I have no urge to do anything else. I like writing. I like Harry. I like the new series that we're doing with Geordie. Who knows what will happen next? What could be the next series? If I could write 12 books a year, I'd write 12 books a year, but I would be dead. But I'll write as much as I can. I'll keep doing what I do, and hopefully we'll just continue this little adventure in Yorkshire, now in Somerset, and who knows where else, together. With, obviously, random snacks and a drink or two, because life's too short to not have random snacks, a drink or two, and a decent book. Assuming this is a decent book. So everyone, I'm going to say goodbye. You can go and have the rest of your day. I'll be posting this up on YouTube, and it'll be here as well, so you can go back and watch it to your heart's content. All the comments still say on. You can listen to me read again, do my awful Harry stroke Hagrid accent. Wait there, Harry. I can't believe he's called me Hagrid. Rude. But Hagrid's brilliant. So yeah, I'm terrible at saying goodbye, aren't I? Can't do it because it's just so much fun. It's another book. It's brilliant. Love it. So I'm going to actually hang up now. So thank you all. You've all been lovely. Massively appreciate your time. Appreciate your love and your enjoyment of this. I love the fact that you're on the Harry Grimm reader group on Facebook. If you're not, you should be. In fact, the only reason you're here is because you're on that. So I'll shut up. Stupid you. Enjoy. Even if you've read the book, what you really should do is listen to them as well, because you're missing an absolute treat. Can't recommend Aubrey's work enough. Fabulous. Yeah, there we go. Next one of these will be the new series. How cool is that? And that'll be the 29th of September. We're doing this again. And that'll be really exciting because, well, it's a new series, new character, new area, all kinds of new stuff. New's brilliant. Now I'm saying goodbye. Thanks, everyone. I've enjoyed it. Here's to Ashes of Betrayal. Hope you love it. Bye-bye.